Well, the Seahawks win again at MetLife Stadium, 24-7, the final against the Giants.
Tried to play some good football. It just took us a while to put it all together. Really like how our guys hung together when we were kind of kicking ourselves around in the first half, and the belief in both sides of the ball was solid, and the conversation and the communication between our guys was solid, and we knew we were going to turn this thing, and we felt that, and so fortunately we were able to do that in a really good fashion.
The Seahawks offense moved the ball well in the first half, running over 40 offensive plays, but they just couldn't get out of their own way.
We just had to make plays. We were moving the ball down the field. We just weren't finding the end zone for whatever reason. And then we get a penalty and bring us back, and then we do something silly. And so we just had to stay the course. And once we corrected that and came out in the second half, we were lights out.
We just weren't on the same page to start the game. First half, we kind of struggled, and it was really drop balls or turning the ball over, and we really just gave them opportunity to stay in the game. And then the second half, with Russ's lead, man, we just started just finishing really.
The defense allows one touchdown in the second quarter. That came shortly after a Seahawks turnover. But after that, finding yards for Eli and the Giants, well, those were tough to come by.
We just played good Seahawks defense. We knew that this team, they lost some receivers, so they're going to focus on the running game, focus on the tight ends. And so we just knew what the game plan was, and we executed really well.
But we just played great all-around team football, and that's what it is. Nobody's being selfish. Nobody's, sacrificing and trying to be greedy. Guys are playing within the scheme and taking the plays that are there.
Third quarter, the Seahawks find the end zone after a couple explosive plays. Doug Baldwin gives the team the lead.
Cover zero, again, defenses. Figured out. Guys still haven't figured out. Cover zero, they gave us cover zero in the red zone. So a look that we like to go against. Russ saw it, I saw it, we all saw it across the board, got really excited, checked out of the play that we had, and made it happen.
The defense bringing pressure all game long. Eli Manning with happy feet, feeling that defensive front, and Jaron Reed sacks him in the fourth quarter. Frank Clark is there to scoop it up.
I just seen that boy go ahead and collapse that pocket. I seen him do what the coach is doing, that's reach for that the quarterback's throwing arm, and yeah, that ball popped out. I seen the ball fall right in front of me. I had some pressure on me. I just said, man, just fall, forget everything that's going on around me. And, I knew we needed that ball back so our offense got to have the opportunity to go score.
One play later, the Seahawks use a little trickeration. J.D. McKissick throws back to Russell Wilson, who finds Paul Richardson for an amazing grab in the end zone.
I just had to win. I had to win my route. We sold the run long enough. We sold the sweep. They threw a good pass to Russ. As soon as I saw the ball go back to Russ, I just started heading to the pylon.
We practiced the whole week. I just wanted to get it back to Russell as clean as possible so he can make that the harder throw down the field to Paul.
Well, what an exciting play, obviously. It was a great call by Bevel, and toss it to JD, throws it back to me, and then just let Paul do his thing. Gave him a chance one-on-one. I wouldn't want to pick anybody else one-on-one than Paul, and he just did a great job of attacking the football. Snagging it down, and it was contested, that's for sure. I mean, I think Paul got his hands on it first, obviously, and kind of brought it down, and it was definitely a pretty crazy play.
I didn't have any doubt. He did try to rip it out, man. That's a big dude out there. He tried to rip it out. As soon as I heard the ref say touchdown, you can have it, man. We can have it, but man, this was a crazy game, man. These dudes are good. I don't know how their record the way it is, the way they came out and fought. We got to do better as well, though.
Despite the penalties, the offense says they have taken a step forward, certainly in that ground game. And the defense played a very complete game, all of which gives the Seahawks momentum as they are back home next week against the Texans.